Hi everyone, Glucimal Designs here with part 10 of the Tamiya 1350 scale Yamato Premium Edition build. So today we're working on the bow section of the ship. And just like the stern section, I'm doing it in the two-tone grays, both IGN colors. Right there, the TS66 and the TS67. Of course, the TS66 is the same color as the hull, right there, as you can see the major piece right here. And the TS67 is for the little bits right there. And then I coated it with a semi-gloss color. There you go. More pieces will come. The rest of the pieces, other than a few other little pieces that will sit right here and on the other side, like the instructions show right here, will be placed later once the actual decking is glued down. It's not glued down yet, and I'll explain that in a second. The rest are photo etched parts, which I'll place on later. The reason why I'm not doing it right now is because I'm working on the chain. Now, as far as the instructions go, the chain goes on later. The reason why I'm working on the chain now is because I want to do it in one piece. And if you follow the instructions, which you could, basically what you'll end up doing is gluing the chain there, wrapping it around, and then gluing it here. And I'll lift this piece off in a second here. As you can see, I got excess hanging down. I suppose you could do this if you want the chains hanging down, but I left myself a little excess on both sides. You do waste a little bit more chain this way, but I think in the end it'll clean up nicer. But again, it's your choice. But if you do it this way, then you're going to get a nice clean look all the way through, at least in my opinion. But the bow section of this part of the model is fairly easy, fairly straightforward. There's not too much doing. Even my book here that I kind of use for reference, pretty shows it's pretty clean, pretty straightforward. So I'll lift this piece off here. Actually, before I do that too, the reason why I'm not doing most of the details because there's a lot, especially at the end of the bow, there is a lot of details. So, but I'm saying as far as the decking goes, like right here, there's not too much, there. So I want to get most of the detail on first before I come back, to the chrysanthemum and things like that. This will probably be at the very end of the model. I'll come back and finish off, the model. That'll probably be the crowning touch, actually. I'll probably finish off the entire model with that. But what I mean for the chain, again, the chain isn't even glued. So I'll just lift this off gently, just to kind of show you here. See? And just run it through. And that's where basically you run it through and all around. And when it comes time to put the anchors in, so you'll just set this down. And when it comes to time to put the anchors in, you just cut whatever length of chain you need, attaching it to the anchors, and you're done. So the only time you'll be using glue as far as the chain goes is when you attach it to the anchors. Unless you actually might even crimp the chain itself around the anchor. So you might not even need glue at all at that point. But it just keeps glue off the model itself. And it keeps it true to life. I'm not too sure if that'll focus here, but it keeps it true to life, and it's almost supporting itself here with no glue at all. And of course, it is waving around if you move it, but I mean, once you get some weight on the end of it, like it was sitting, the chains aren't going to move at all. So there you go. So it's kind of a quick video, I suppose, as far as that goes. But I don't want to get too far ahead with it all, and you guys not knowing what all I did. So the next video, I guess, would be the finishing off as far as the bow goes, with the anchors attached, and then we'll revisit the bow later on once the chrysanthemum and stuff goes on at the very end. But the next video, I guess, would show the anchors being attached as well as the photo etched parts being placed. The photo etched parts being, very delicate and stuff, and with the chains and stuff being where they are. I don't want them rubbing against the photo etched parts because they have a tendency to scratch up kind of easy. So there we go. So there's the start of the bow. It's coming along nice, and we're going to keep going on this, and then we're going to move, after the bow section is done, we're going to move towards the superstructure. So thanks so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and look forward to your comments. Thanks. Bye.